Hello everyone, it's me Clayton, and I just finished watching episode 6 of The Acolyte. So after seeing that the series fails on an action front, fails at getting us to understand these characters or getting to like them, fails at respecting the series lore, and at this point has even failed when it comes to its Sith Master villain, this episode basically shows Osha and Mae training places, so Osha gets to spend time with Khmer, the Sith Lord, and Mae gets to spend time with Sol. Unfortunately, neither side is particularly interesting on a story front. But it does mean that there are some unintentionally funny moments when it comes to how dumb some of the plot elements are. For example, Osha, when she happens to meet Master Khmer, is bathing on this little island of his. He's completely naked. She has a chance to go after him with his own lightsaber, by the way, but instead, she just listens to him prattle on about how there's more than one way to use the Force, and having the dark side be, being demonized, just for not being the same side as the Jedi. It's just him rambling on and on about these things when Osha has a chance to finish him off several times, and there's even a ship nearby that she could commandeer to try and get back to Coruscant or try to get back to Sol or to anyone, but she just listens to him prattle. You could argue that he's trying to manipulate her into joining him, just the same way that he manipulated Mae in the past, probably, but I'd buy that if what he was saying was interesting, but none of what he's saying is. So really it feels like Osha is buying into BS that she shouldn't believe even for a second. And as far as Mae's side of the story is considered, I actually thought that Sol was dumb enough that he didn't realize that Mae was Osha. That Mae wasn't Osha. Ultimately, though, he does figure that out way later in the episode than he really should have. Enough to the point where he actually trusts her with his ship's wheel, and he also trusts her when it comes to handling the ship when it loses power. I mean, if I knew that early on, I wouldn't trust her with anything. I'd strap her to a table and, have her, there because I know she's an enemy. But the show's writers are practically monkeys at this point, so I think they don't even have a plan here. On top of that, Vernestra takes a group of Jedi to basically investigate Planet Kofar and to see what happened. Their conclusion is that Sol is the one who ended up killing a lot of the Jedi there. Vernestra does say it's quite an accusation, but the fact that their mind even went to that point is pretty dumb. I would have thought that Sol would at least have some level of trust among the Jedi that he was with, so the idea of them immediately going to that kind of accusation seems like it's really bad crime investigation work, if that's what they gleaned from it. Also, the episode ends in a pretty awkward way, with Osha basically putting on Khmer's helmet, and then the episode just ends when she's breathing in it. I'm like, seriously? That's how you're going to end it? You're not even going to hint at what's going to happen next, or show something interesting to get us excited for next week? It's like, even the people who've made this show have stopped trying at this point, and they're just buying time until they can finally finish this show. Yeah, it's an embarrassing train wreck, but here it's not even populated with some decent lightsaber battles, outside of one use of a lightsaber whip to take out a moth, and that's a shot that was used several times in the trailers, so the fact that that's the end result of that shot shows me that, yeah, that was probably literally only there so they had something interesting to show for the trailer. So, yeah, I'm just glad the series is almost over, because this definitely is the worst Star Wars thing I've had to go through. See you next time.